I found the perfect artifacts for Thomas Andre. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? NoGoodEman coming to you today with the early build guide for Thomas Andre. So guys, Thomas is only a few days from dropping, but I think now's the best time, more specifically because we have this artifact free crafting event going on. So you guys could actually build the perfect artifacts for Thomas Andre right now before he even drops. So guys, I think you guys might want to take advantage of this. Now I do want to note, this is more so a prediction video. Devs, I'm not leaking anything about Thomas's kit. I'm only predicting from what I know in the game, what I know in the manhwa, and everything in between, right? Now, before we get into that, make sure y'all leave a like on the video. As always, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that other good stuff. Keep supporting your boy on the Netmarble website. Let's keep on climbing those rankings, climbing those number of supporters. Click that first link in the description and then click that second link in the description so you guys can get a free daily gift draw. Let's see what we're getting today. It looks like 25k gold, but click that first and second link in the description. Of course, we got to do our Black Friday lucky box opening. Come on, we need 100 tickets eventually, right? One ticket, but we get 100 traces and 100 runes, so it's not bad. And I'm actually climbing up in my shadow traces. I got 200 on stream yesterday when we opened up 50 lucky boxes, so make sure you guys check that video out. But yeah, guys, like I said, devs, don't perjure me, right? Or don't prosecute me, because I don't think I'm leaking anything. The first thing to note is that the scavenger guild mates, it's looking like all their users damage scales off of defense. So Huang Dong Pu, right, defensive damage. So I can predict that Thomas Andre will be also defensive damage scaling. From there, we can talk about his kit. Now, if you've seen the dev live stream, the Korean dev live stream, it looks like Thomas gets a shield. So with all this in mind, guys, defensive scaling, he has shields. The best set immediately that's going to come to mind is going to be the Guardian set. Now, not the best set necessarily, but the first one that'll come to mind, because on the force set effect, when a team member, including the user, activates a shield, it increases their individual damage dealt by 10%. Again, very, very good. Now let's look at some defensive damage members. The first defensive DPS I can really think of is Charlotte, which was recently added into the game. If you guys look at her, Gogan He has the rest of her curse, but she usually has on 8-piece burning curse, right? So we build a burning curse artifact sets with stuff like critical hit damage, additional defense, defensive percent in mind. Thomas Andre will be a character very akin to this. So you guys can go ahead, if you want to play it safe, you can just take, let's say, an 8-piece burning curse set you have on Charlotte right now. You can just pop that on Thomas Andre. What I think though for the game, and more specifically for the future of the game, I don't think the burning curse, burning greed, burning blessing sets are going to be the meta going forward. Now here's why. If you guys remember, the Warmonger set dropped randomly a few updates ago, right? And for the longest time, players were wondering why the Warmonger set even dropped in the first place. And what's interesting is that the Warmonger set actually dropped when Gogan He was about to drop. So people thought Gogan He would be the character that would scale off of attack and defense. What if that's Thomas Andre, guys? I think the devs long gamed this Warmonger set, making sure that eventually when Thomas Andre would drop, the perfect artifact sets were already there all along. So I think the Warmonger set, guys, is something we want to look at. And I'm going to teach you guys right now the best ways you guys want to build it. So starting off with the helmet, we're going additional defense because you want additional defense as the main effect. And then for substats, for Thomas Andre, guys, if he is just defensive scaling, I don't know if he's going to be attack scaling. Now, if he is attack scaling, I'm not going to lie, I could confirm crafting result right now, and this would be not terrible. But guys, again, let's assume he's just defensive. For substats, we want to look for defensive percent. We want to look for critical hit rate. We want to look for damage increase, even some defensive defense penetration wouldn't be bad. I would like MP consumption reduction. Not sure how many of his skills we're going to be using back to back, but between these two, let's go ahead and lock this one, keep on re-rolling. I basically want to show you guys, this is almost good. This follows the 3/4 rule when it comes to artifact re-rolling. We have 3 good substats: defensive percent, MP consumption, and defensive penetration. But I don't know if I would risk the additional attack. So you can definitely keep on rolling, or you can just keep it. Let's say this almost looks the same. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious, guys. But usually how we do this on video, this honestly is almost perfect. So I would take something like that. And yeah, guys, I just want to show you pretty much every angle about how you want to go about this. For the chest plate, it will almost follow the same suits. Let's go back. For the Warmonger chest plate or body armor, additional defense. For the for the sub stats, we want critical hit rate, we want damage increase, we want defensive percent, and then again, we want that either critical hit rate, defensive penetration some more, or some more damage increase, MP consumption. There is literally like 5 good substats that you can pretty much rotate. Now, where it does change up will be in the boots and the gloves, guys. So pay attention here. Now with the gloves, you can only do additional attack or attack percent. Neither of this matters for Thomas Andre, so literally pick either of the two, but I would pick additional attack just in case he ends up scaling off of attack 2. Additional attack is usually better for your hunters. Now with that in mind, let's go ahead and go crazy here, because we can get additional defense and defensive percent on the same glove piece. So now the best 4 substats that I could fit on a gloves for Thomas Andre is going to be defensive percent, additional defense, either damage increase along with defensive penetration, damage increase with critical hit rate, damage increase with MP consumption, additional MP. One of those would be pretty much perfect. Now let's see if we can get the perfect Warmonger gloves right now. I'm gonna be honest, probably not, because I literally need 4 specific ones. So getting additional defense, I was just gonna say getting additional defense and defensive percent on the same gloves would be crazy, and then we literally got it. But the other two, it just isn't too favorable. Let's see. Oh, what the hell? Dude, we got the same exact gloves, just the substats all changed around. What the freak? Dude, seeing stuff like this always trips me out. Oh my goodness, guys. The game is literally, Netmarble is watching, guys. I don't know how to feel about this. It feels chilling almost. Oh my goodness, whoa. This one is nearly perfect. I'm actually, I kind of want to take this. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta take this, at least one, right? Last but not least, for those boots for Thomas Andre, I would say go for critical hit damage. Now, defensive percent may be good in the future, but honestly, it's too risky to say for now. I think critical hit damage is a safe bet. Thomas Andre's kit will also benefit from a lot of critical hit rate along with critical hit damage. Plus, if we have this as the main stat in the sub stat, we can get additional defense and defensive percent. So you actually want to aim for both of those sub stats along with either critical hit rate, damage increase, MP consumption, and additional MP. Now let's see if we can get lucky enough, see some boot options. This one is honestly not too terrible, but definitely we need defense. And honestly, for the boots, guys, I would re-roll until I get defense and defensive percent on the same one. So make sure you do basically re-roll until you get that. I say get 3 good ones, additional defense, defensive percent, and then get a good third good substat and probably go from there. Now, when it comes to building Andre Thomas's right side, honestly, it's just going to be all Burning Curse. I don't really have a suggestion except for Burning Curse on the right side. So really, for the necklace, we just want any defensive ones that you currently have on, let's say, Charlotte. So I won't even tell you guys to use your artifact crafting tickets to build accessories on the right side, because honestly, if we just look at the ones we have on the right side characters, you can kind of see the ones you pretty much want. So for Charlotte, stuff like defense percent +1, the critical hit damage +1, that's pretty good. If we look at the one that's on Gogun He, this is probably more favorable, except this is Burning Greed. So if you can get something like this on Burning Curse, you would be in a very good spot. As far as the bracelet, I think Thomas Andre is going to be a light unit. Again, we really don't know, and we really won't know for a good amount of time. So if we go ahead and just filter this out by curse artifacts really quickly, then something like this, again, wouldn't be bad for Thomas. We're looking at light damage for our bracelet, defensive penetration, critical hit damage. So I wouldn't recommend that you guys do use artifact crafting tickets for the Burning Curse accessories, just because I usually have a lot of these. So we got a plethora. As you can see, the rings of Burning Curse, additional defense is the main stat. You can see the substats. I want probably a defense percent on some substats, and that would be very good. And then the earrings, you can see the one I have on Gogun He, defensive +3. This one is actually super good. Critical hit damage, even like that, guys. So that is pretty much how you want to go about it on the right side. If you don't have any favorable ones on the right side, then I will throw you a bone. The best substats you're looking for on the right side is as follows. So it's going to be that additional defense, defensive percent, critical hit damage, damage increase, defensive penetration, MP consumption, or additional MP. Try that out and let me know what you guys think. And guys, here's the thing. If you guys don't want to risk these because you think, hey, Thomas Andre is not going to scale off a defense, he's not going to scale off a defense and attack, here's what I'll say to that end. You guys can literally just put the sets that you make back on Charlotte, back on Dong Poo, back on any defensive hunter that's going to release in the future, right? Thomas Andre isn't going to be the last character, or we're not going to get Thomas Andre as the only character forever that's going to scale off a defense. So that's just something to keep in mind, guys. I think this risk is worth it. Again, with the artifact crafting, there are so many ways you guys can get the crafting fragments. I literally have another ticket I can craft right about now. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think about Thomas Andre? Like I said, guys, the best sets, the best artifacts I really think that you want to be building for Thomas Andre is going to be either 8-piece curse. That's going to be a good starter set just to see how he plays with it. But Warmonger 4-piece on the left, 4-piece Burning Curse on the right. That's probably going to be the #1 meta for Thomas Andre. I personally think that the Warmonger set was literally created exactly for Thomas Andre. I mean, Warmonger, for a national level hunter, I don't think a name could be any more fitting, right? So yeah, guys, go ahead, build out that Warmonger set, build out that Burning Curse set, and let's go crazy. If you want some subsets, I do think 4-piece Guardian on the left along with 4-piece Burning Curse on the right will also be a good one. So yeah, guys, those are 3 good sets that all should work very well with Thomas Andre. But guys, with that in mind, what do you guys think of the artifacts for Thomas Andre? Which artifacts are you building yourself? So if you made it this far to the video, comment the artifacts you think will be best for Thomas Andre. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care, like and subscribe, all that other good stuff, and peace.